Uh, Namaskar. I am Dr. Devika Borthakur, a Satriya dancer from Pune. And before I start today's presentation, I am waiting for your response. Please let me know whether I am audible. आप लोग मुझे सुन रहे हैं? I would like to have one comment from you that you are listening me properly. Okay. I will wait for 2 minutes and then I will start today's presentation. I will check my camera, just 1 minute. Thank you for your response. So now I am starting my presentation. First of all, I would like to thank Sneha for taking this initiative to start the NAD festival. And NAD festival here, Sneha Lalit Kala Kendra is trying to represent many artists of various classical dance forms, mostly 8 classical dance forms. We are going to listen them and we are going to see the beautiful performance of many dancers of different classical dance form. So today I am presenting the Satriya style, and as you know that Satriya style is a classical dance of India, and in the year 2000 it got the recognition as a classical dance form of India. Originally the dance form is from Assam. And today's orientation program we will going to know about the history of this dance form, various techniques, body movements and the repertoire of this dance form. So first of all, let me tell you that why the orientation program is important. Because it enhances your knowledge of various dance form and it will enhance your vocabulary, dance vocabulary. आप जितने दूसरे कलाकृतियों के बारे में जानेंगे, आपकी नॉलेज, आपकी बॉडी टेक्निक उतनी ही डेवलप्ड होगी. सो इसको मैं तुलना करूँगी एक विशाल नदी के जैसे. हमारे जो क्लासिकल डांस फॉर्म है, इट्स लाइक अ बिग रिवर, एक विशाल नदी, और इसमें जितने भी अलग अलग शास्त्रीय परंपरा है वो है उपनदी. सो एक दूसरी उपनदी से आए हुए, अगर ये उपनदी की पानी कम हो जाती है तो विशाल नदी की भी ताकत कम हो जाएगी. सो इसीलिए हर एक डांस नृत्य, शास्त्रीय नृत्य कला के प्रति श्रद्धा, उनको आगे बढ़ने की जो जरिया है, हम आर्टिस्ट जो शिल्प है हम लोग के अंदर, उनको हम इनकरेज करना चाहिए कि अपने डांस फॉर्म के साथ साथ बाकी भी नृत्य कला का डेवलपमेंट हो. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, today's presentation I am going to tell you about Satriya. Satriya dance form is from the Satra monasteries. सत्र जो शब्द है भागवत पुराण में इसका वर्णन किया गया है, a place of sacrifice. That means a place where a devotee sacrifices himself to the name of Lord. That means सत्र में जो भक्त हैं वहीं पे रहते हैं और वहीं पे नृत्य को उपासना के माध्यम के हिसाब से वो लोग इसकी प्रथा प्रचलित करते रहते हैं. सो दैट्स वाई सत्र में डेवलप्ड हुआ, इसलिए इसका नाम हो गया सत्रिया. इन सत्रिय नृत्य के जो गुरु हैं, गुरु श्रीमंत शंकर देव और उनके शिष्य माधव देव. उनके बाद भी बहुत सारे शिष्य, उनके फॉलोअर्स इस स्टाइल को डेवलप्ड किए. बट मेनली व्हेन वी टेक द नेम ऑफ gurus, then first we should know about Srimanta Shankardev or Sri Madhavdev, Srimanta Madhavdev. When we see that ये शंकर देव और माधव देव गुरुओं ने इस नृत्य की प्रतिष्ठा की in the year of 15th century. In classical dance form, when we see that 15th century जो भक्ति पीरियड बोला जाता है, this is a very important year period of music and dance. क्योंकि जो भक्ति परंपरा से उत्पन्न जितने भी संगीत और नृत्य परंपराओं का डेवलपमेंट हुआ 15th सेंचुरी में, उनका इम्पोर्टेंस बहुत ज़्यादा ही है. एंड उसके बाद उन्होंने सत्रिय नृत्य इन सत्रों में प्रतिष्ठा की और सत्रिय नृत्य प्रचलित हुए. आसाम जो भारत के पूर्वोत्तर दिशा में है, तो आसाम एज ए स्टेट देखा जाए तो सत्र लोअर असम, मिडिल असम एंड अपर असम, इन तीनों रीजन में अलग अलग सत्र है. तो उसमें जो नृत्य परंपरा जो है मिडिल असम के माजुली नाम के एक सत्र में, माजुली के सत्र में बहुत ज़्यादा वाइब्रेंट रूप में प्रचलित होते आ रहे हैं. माजुली में माजुली जो है ये है ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर के बिगेस्ट रिवर आइलैंड. तो आप लोगों को मालूम होगा यानी, बट आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर दैट माजुली इज द बिगेस्ट रिवर आइलैंड ऑफ वर्ल्ड. और इसी रिवर आइलैंड में सत्र है और ये सत्र में सुबह से लेके शाम तक भक्ति के द्वारा भगवान के समक्ष सत्रिय नृत्य प्रस्तुति की जाती है. एंड द ट्रेडिशन इज कंटिन्यूइंग फ्रॉम लास्ट 500 years. So when we see all classical dance form of India, then we can feel that Satriya dance is the only living dance tradition. Why we call it a living dance tradition? Because जितने भी नृत्य परंपराएं हैं, भरतनाट्यम हो, कथक हो या फिर ओडिसी हो, ये मंदिरों में प्रचलित होते जा रहे थे. लेकिन मुगल टाइम और ब्रिटिश टाइम के वक्त इनके जो प्रचलन है उसमें बाधाएं आ गई थी. लेकिन असम में मुगल कभी एंटर नहीं किए थे और ब्रिटिश का भी प्रभाव बहुत ही कम था. और ये जो सत्र है वो थे रिवर आइलैंड के बीच. तो इसके सत्रिय कल्चर में बाहर की संस्कृति का प्रभाव ज़्यादा नहीं पड़ा और इसीलिए ये एक लिविंग ट्रेडिशन मीन्स द डे इट स्टार्टेड एंड इट्स स्टिल कंटिन्यूइंग इन अ सेम वे. तो इससे बात आती है कि सत्रिय के बारे में हम इतने देर से क्यों जाने, क्यों इसके बारे में इतने देर से हमको पता चला. वो इसलिए दैट द मॉन्क्स जो सत्र में रहते हैं, दे नेवर वांटेड any influence, any outside influence in that dance form, in that art form. So they restricted the art from coming out of Satra monasteries. So that's why जो मॉन्क्स सत्र से बाहर आके किसी को सिखाते थे उनको भी बॉयकॉट किया जाता था. सो फ्रॉम 1970s और 1980s से many exponents, many artists, they realized that this is a very beautiful dance form and it should come out of Satra monasteries and it should be represented in the front of world audience, and they tried to perform outside satras, and people really felt that this is a very unique dance form and it should recognize as a classical dance form of India. So वैसे ही इसके ऊपर काम किया गया, and then in the year 2000 it got a recognition as a classical dance form of India. यहाँ पे जो वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, मोस्टली इन महाराष्ट्र एंड साउदर्न पार्ट, देयर आर वेरी फ्यू क्लासिकल डांसर्स of Satriya style. So and I really thankful to all gurus, dancers and all artists of Pune that they are appreciating the classical dance, and I am trying to establish Satriya dance in Pune because I know Pune is a vibrant cultural capital of India, and if one dance form is getting acceptance in some place, then definitely it should be a very very perfect level. So I am trying my level best. मैंने बचपन से ही सत्रिया की शिक्षण ली है क्योंकि आई एम फ्रॉम असम एंड फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड वी नीड टू लर्न सत्रिया डांस ऑल्सो, but I have learned Bharatnatyam also under Guru Sucheta Tai, and I have done my masters there. And later on, after my masters, when I done my research work on comparative study of Satriya and Bharatnatyam, because my Tai Sucheta Tai, she told me that देविका तुम तो बोलते रहते हो कि सत्रिया में ऐसा होता है, सत्रिया में वैसा होता है, तो भरतनाट्यम एक एस्टैब्लिश्ड डांस फॉर्म है. So why don't you compare one new dance form, means new upcoming dance form, with an established dance form? Then people can really see the elements of the classical elements of Satriya dance. So I took the subject as a PhD work to do some research work of Satriya with a comparison of Bharatnatyam. So I will explain this thing in later because this is research work topic is there are many topics. It's a great discussion. So but I will continue with some basic elements of Satriya dance. First of all, I would like to explain the what are the basic structure, as we have in Kathak Tatkars, we have in Bharatnatyam, we have Adavus. So these are all basic dance elements. In Satriya, we have the dance elements, it's called Mati Akhara. Mati means ground, Akhara means practice. So Mati Akharas are the basic dance elements of Satriya, and so these Mati Akharas are divided into two parts. Mostly some parts are used for the body flexibility for dancers, and some parts are used as the basic dance unit. By combining the small units, we can create a beautiful dance, as like we do Jatiswaram, as like we do some Kathak in some pieces of Nritya, Tarana. So by combining the small pieces, we can do a pure Nritya in Satriya. So in this basic exercise, now I will explain few Mati Akharas. First I will explain few Mati Akharas which are very important for the body flexibility. So in I will explain that. Namaskar. First, I will show few exercises of Matyakhara. We know the concept that nowadays, mostly we see that people are doing some dance yoga. They are creating new body techniques to bring the flexibility for dancers and for common people. This is called dance yoga. But in Satriya, the tradition of the assimilation of dance and yoga, it's there from many years. So it's already there, and the gurus, they have created some bowls along with the dance movement. So this is called pani hisa. When we do this, pani is water and throwing the water. When we see the paddy fields, people throw the water like this. So this is pani hisa exercise. Ta, ni, na, the, ni, ta, 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 ki, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta. Thina, nitta, kitta, nitta, kitta, nitta, ta, ta, ta. So this is exercise for the flexibility of this part of our body and bending of side bending. Then we will go to Had Bhanga. Had means haddi and Bhanga is to break. So when we, in the early morning, when we wake up and we just do like this. So the same movement in dance way, it is given. It's like ki, na, ki, ta, ki, na, ki, ta. So this is the flexibility for the back part and our waist part. So later on, when we will explain that Gerua Swa I will explain. This is the body technique again for the backbone and flexibility of your full body. Okay, so it's like you have to go back and you have to touch your heel. Start. Dhai, giri, giri, kit, down, ta, down, giri, giri, dina, ta. Dhai, giri, giri, kit, down, ta, down, giri, giri, dina, ta. So this is Gerua Swa, means touching the heel. The another I will explain you. It's called Athulam. Dhina, nitta, hitta, nitta, hitta, nitta, ta, ta, ta. Dhina, nitta, hitta, nitta, ta, ta. So there are many exercises for body flexibility. Now I will explain few Matyakharas which are used as basic dance unit. So dance unit means that used for pure dance. It's like, first it's this Hasta Pada Sanchalan. Hasta means heart, Pada means paw, Sanchala means chalan karna. So first is tak, ni, na, the, ni, ta, 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 ki, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta. Tak, ni, na, the, ni, ta, 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 ki, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta. So this is Hastapada Sanchalan. Then we have mostly used in Matyakhara basic dance unit is Jhalak. Jhalak means in friction. In Jhalak, जो झलक शब्द हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं, उसके ही similar word है जलक. Means in friction of second, you have to take your hands out and in Ura position. From here in front of your face and then out. Di di daya kita kita daya kita kita daya data. So this is Jala and Pak. So in this Matyakhara, I will explain few more Matyakharas. Another is Muruka. Muruka we can see very frequently in all pure dances. Just like that. Freeze. Dhani ta khirata. Hitti tani ta khirata. Dhani ta khirata. Hitti tani ta khirata. So this is called Muruga. So we have seen few Natyagraha exercises. Then I will explain that what is basic position. In Satriya we have seen that I am taking this position. In other classical dance form there is only one position, basic position, but in Satriya mostly it's seen two position. Ura. It's called Ebhori. You have to take measurement like this and hands this. Ura. This is Purush Ura. Means for Purush Tham. There are few dances. The style is Purush grace. So Purush Ura, and this is Prakriti Ura for the female grace. This is Prakriti. This is Purush. So in Abhinaya part also, if I am doing some Abhinaya piece of Krishna, then I have to take the Purush part and come to Purush Sthan. And if I am doing some female character, then I have to take the turn and come for the Stri Sthan. So this is Purush Sthan and Prakriti Sthan, as well as Purush Pak and Prakriti Pak. After that, I have written, because I am talking to Sneha for few days, and she wanted that all the dancers, they would like to know these points. So I have written down few points so that I won't miss anything. So first of all, after this technique, now we will come to know the uniqueness. So what is the uniqueness of Satriya? Because we see that in all classical dance form, we are in a same format. We all are classical dancers. But why? What element makes Satriya different? Because when we see that Natyarambe position is common for all. Natyarambe position in Bharatnatyam, it goes like this. In Kathak, it goes like this. In Odissi, it goes like this. So same, little different, but all are using the similar Natyarambe hastas. And in Satriya, it goes like this. So when you see that in Natya Shastra, Pataka Hasta Vinyog, it says Natyarambe. So Natyarambe, they haven't given that Pataka Hasta, it should be here, it should be here, it should be here, or it should be here. So Natyarambe position is followed in Satriya. This is Natyarambe of Satriya dance, and this is Natyarambe of Satriya dance. After that, when we see that, because I am not going to explain all the hastas, because we all are dancers, but some special hastas which make Satriya different. We can see that all are classical form. They follow the principles of Natya Shastra, they follow the principles of Abhinaya Darpana, and Satriya also follows the principles of Sri Hasta Muktavali. Here we see that Hasta Karanas are very much important in Satriya. So here all the movements goes like this. Aveshtita. Here. I directly I cannot do. I have to go like this. One by one finger. So this Hasta Karanas are very, very important part of Satriya. So these are some regional elements. Then we can see the few hastas. This is Bana Hasta. Bana Hasta, to show arrow, that Bana Hasta is applied in Satriya. So there are many Vayu Hasta is there. This is Pataka Hasta, we can say, but Virala Pataka is used. So many hastas are there. Then another thing is Ullah. Ullah means, because Satriya is more lasya type of dancing, soft, delicate. So every dancer, they need to continue the body, they pull the body against the gravitational force. Continuous. Takdhina, takdhina. So this ula you can see in 3 styles, in Satriya, in Odissi and in Manipuri. Why? Because they are from the same pravritti. That means the style of presentation. In Natya Shastra also it says these 3 styles are from Urdhva Magadhi Pravritti. They are from the eastern side of India. So the Lasya style is more predominant in Satriya style, and also in Odissi and also in Manipuri. So this is similarity you can see. Then you can see Hali. Hali means bending. So when your hands goes, your body also moves. Body also moves. So the upper body movement is very important in Satriya dance. This is called Hali. Another thing is Vikshepan. So when we see Kathak, after doing the third, they need to throw the energy like this. And even Bharatnatyam also, the straight energy they have to do, Vikshepan. But in Satriya, we need to cover. Again, it's coming, control the energy. The dancer's body technique never throws the energy. So it's coming round. So it's more circular energy should be there with the dancer's presentation. Now another part I am going to explain that as you have seen that Satriya dance is from the Vaishnava dharma, that is means it was created in the Bhakti movement time. So from compositions of Sri Krishna, Sri Ram, and then stories of Bhagavat and Puran, these are explained in Satriya dance. Mostly Vaishnavism is you can see in Satriya dance. Here, apart from this Bhagavat and Ramayana stories, you cannot see performance of Shiva, Ganesha or other Devis, because this is a Vaishnavite art form. As like in Kathakali also, mostly the stories of Bhagavatas are represented. So you can see the stories of Krishna, Bhagavata and Ramayana. So this is very nicely you can see that. Later on I am going to explain the repertoire. The repertoire of Satriya starts with Gayan Bayan, the musical prelude. It's a group performance by lots of dancers. They are playing khol and the tal. Gayan, that he sings, and Bayan he plays. So Gayan Bayan is the musical performance that starts with Satriya dance. After that, a dancer starts some devotional songs, some shlokas or prayers. It's called Ghuha. And after that, this dancer starts with some pure dance item. The pure dance item is called Ramdani. Ramdani, as I said, that there are 2 sthanas, Purush sthana. For few items, Ramdani are called Nadubhangi, means a male grace. And few pure dance items of Sali. These are for the female grace. So I will explain first a Nadubhangi of a male grace. So this is some pure dance elements of Shuddha Nritya of Purush Sthan. Start with Purush grace. Now I will explain few movements pure dance of Stree style. Prakriti Sthan starts with for female grace. explained so few Shuddha Nritya, and these are, one is called Nadu Bhangi. Nadu Bhangi means that movement starts with the Nad. Nadu Bhangi, it's for the male grace dance. And Sali. Sali, a pure dance, it's described for the female grace. And the Sali, we get the reference in Sangeet Ratnakara also. Sali, it's explained it as Na Ati Drutam, Na Ati Mandam. Means it's a medium speed dance for the soft, delicate movements for the female style of dancing. So these are some pure dance sequence I have presented for the male grace and for the female grace. So now with the Sali, after the pure dance part, when a dancer presents, then it goes to Abhinaya piece. So Abhinaya piece, we have various type of Vandanas, Krishna Vandana, Ram Vandana, and these are from the Ankiya Nats. So I will explain that these Ankiya Nats, these are written by Srimanta Shankar Dev and Madhav Dev. There are 12 Ankiya Nats, Parijat Haran, Rukmini Haran, Keli Gopal. These are few Nats. So mostly the dancers, they take the Vandana from these dances, Ashloka, and then Goha, the prayers, and Bhatima, for the Guru Bhatima is there. So these are also taken as an invocatory item of Satriya repertoire. Then after that, there's Gitar Nas also. Gitar Nas means a dance with the song. So Gitar Nas, it continues with the song. This is called Gitar Nas. Then after that, Abhinaya piece, we will get Kahini Mulak. Kahini means the story. So Kahini means Graha Gajendra Akhyan from Kirtan Ghosha, Kirtan. Then we have Bhakta Prahlad story. These are the story. The small, it's a longer piece, mostly presented by the dancers. And it is said that in Natya Shastra it's explained that Vadha Kavya, Vadha stories are not performed, but it's very popular in Satriya, that mostly the Vadha Kavya, Graha Gajendra, then many Vadha, that Kalya Mardan, then many Vrindavan Lila, many Asura Mardana. These are stories are very, very popular in Satriya dance. And after that, with some Natar Geet. Nat means the drama, and the Abhinaya from drama, that means the development of a characterization. So when the drama comes, then we will get various pieces, various songs based on different characters. So here we can see the development of Nayika concept, Nayak concept, various rasas, various bhavas can be represented in the Natar Geet. Means the songs which are taken from drama. So various types of Kalpana Sanchari, Bhava Sanchari can be presented in this Natar Geet. So I have given all this information based on repertoire. And lastly, a Satriya dancer ends her performance with the Kharman Tal. Kharman is the fast speed tal, and this can be compared with Tillana or Tarana of other classical dance form. So with the Kharman, the Satriya recital ends. And here we see that the one thing I want to inform you that in Satriya dance, the Shringara Bhava is prohibited. Means though we can see Shringara element, but at last it need to merge with the Bhakti Rasa, because the Bhakti Bhava is the main important rasa of Satriya dance. So when you see mostly the Satriya dancers, they used light colors, because white and light colors are the main colors for Bhakti Rasa. When you study Natya Shastra, we will also get that the white color is the main color for Bhakti Rasa. So these are few things I am sharing with you. Lastly, I will explain the Aharya part of Satriya dance. Aharya, just I will explain, because I when my camera turns, you can see some pictures. So here, this is called dugdugi. This is a typical Satriya ornament, aharya, and this is called japi. Japi, this is also a neck piece. If you see that I have kept one japi is there. One japi is there. This is a typical icon, typical symbol of Assam. This came from the paddy fields. When they use the paddy work in paddy fields, then they used to wear like that. It's like a hat. And when later on, big japis, it was used for queens to cover their face like this. So this japi is a symbol and identity of Assamese culture. So same way in neck also, in the similar pattern, they use this japi. And when you see the Assamese culture, even Satriya dances also, you can see these are horai. When we give something, then we have to put on it, then we have to give like this. These are horai. And this is the headgear. I have performed the Nadubhangi dance because I am wearing a female costume. Ekaharya concept is there, but also at the same time khuri costume and the male costume is there. So when a dancer performs, he used to wear this headgear. It's for the Krishna, Rama, these characters for Nadubhangi dance. And then we see this gamucha, and many Gayan and Satriya dancer, you can see this gamucha. And now you can see Modi ji also, he all the time he wears gamucha. So this is a typical some symbolical identity of Assamese culture. Now you can see this is khol. This khol is the main instrument of Satriya. Khol. It's like mridanga we have in Bharatanatyam and tabla we have in Kathak. The khol is the main important instrument of Satriya dance. And this is called negera. Negera, we have this 2P. It's not like tabla with some strokes. So they used to play this negera, and negeras are this is not the main instrument, but to create some effects in performance, like badhas charitra we are doing. So some effects can be created by negera. And this we can show you. This is the tal, the symbol. When we say that in Satriya dance, the small Bharatanatyam small talas are used, but this is a tal, and Satriya dance they use bigger. This mainly 5 or 6 type of talas used in Satriya dance. So this is a medium size and small sizes are also played, and this is called Bhortal Nritya. We performed with this talas. This is a dance, it's called Bhortal Nritya. We have to hold these talas and we need to perform. So this is talas used in dance and also used as a musical instrument. So after that, another thing I am wearing, this is Junbiri. This is like a half moon. Half moon. This is called June. Junbiri. June means the moon. And this is called a Junbiri. This is Galpata for gale ke liye Galpata. And this is Sitipodi, or you can call it Kopali also. Now when we see the main Aharya part, so for Aharya part, today I am wearing huri, the ghagra type of thing, and this is used for female dancing, and the main part is this. This is called kansi. This is called kansi. It gives the shape to my sthan. My sthan is called ura, and it gives a proper feature to your position. So this is the main part, I believe, of Satriya dance. So it makes that if we are not putting it, then you cannot identify either it's a Satriya or Kathak or some other dances. But when we put this is the main part. It's called Kansi, and this is makes a Satriya dancer proper. It gives the proper look. In hands, I am wearing the bangles. It's of gold and it's called Gamkharu. Gamkharu, it's a typical bangle of Assamese culture. So these are few ornaments, some dresses, aharyas are used in Satriya dance. After that, I am going to explain that performance. So today we are coming to the end of my presentation, and at the end I am performing Abhinaya piece, a shloka and a Varnan of Krishna. In the meantime, I am explaining all the contents, but I haven't checked your messages also. If you want to know something, some interaction with me, so I will go through the text you have typed for me, and then I will perform this. Okay. I saw that mostly most of the performers, they an artist, they are liking my performance, and thank you very much. And I really appreciate that you are listening me from half an hour. So I am staying in Pune. For any doubts, you can come me, you can call me and meet me for any more information on Satriya dance. So at present I am performing Abhinaya piece, a Nritya item of Satriya dance, a shloka along with some Abhinaya of Krishna with his Vrindavana Lila. I am starting with the shloka Megha Shyamalam Murti. Before I start, I will explain that the story narrates the Vrindavan Leela of Lord Krishna, and at the last it narrates the story of Putana, Rakshasi Putana, and then finally Krishna subdue the kill Putana, and then the Abhinaya piece ends. So hope I will try my best to perform this, and this is the last performance of today's presentation. Thank you.
He